Present.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to approve the minutes from the April 5, 2022 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Summary of the work session, please.
Mr. Chairman, the trustees had a discussion this morning about the limited home rule form of government. The trustees had a discussion about the Manor Marsh project and the dredge site project and how that might affect soil that we would like to obtain for one of our projects. The trustees discussed in this letter. Trustees discussed cameras that have appeared on a pole on the corner of Madison Avenue and Melmar. The trustees discussed their ARPA funding. The fire chief reported on upcoming changes in the dispatch system. The fire chief also reported on upcoming training in the department, and he gave an update on grants he has applied for. The service director gave an update about parks, the work that the service department is doing at Haddon Park and at Chiconetti Park. He gave an update on Hometown Heroes Banners program. I gave an update on stormwater drainage on Park Road, and reported on some training that some of the members of his department just recently went through. Zoning inspector discussed the zoning cases that the township will be receiving, or that the trustees will be receiving today. That's what we did.
Okay, thank you. Any old business from the floor?
John Music, 45.
Hang on one second. Sorry, John, it's not on. All right.
John Music, 45 Coventry Drive, Painesville Township. I have two quickie questions for you. You know, over out on the Painesville Township over there, they're going to be putting that walk down there and the sediment, and they're going to be taking everything that the stuff from the when they dredge the river, and they're going to be putting it. We're actually, because I've talked to the county about it a little bit, and I'm going to go more into depth with them on it, but who actually is going to control that? And secondly, I was told it'd be at the far end of the old Diamond property. Well, you're familiar with it. You know, the Coke plant was way down at the end, and then Unaroyal was there, and so forth and so forth. And do you know where actually that plant? And then how are they going to bring that over to that plant? Do you have any idea about that?
I know that they're going to pull a road through off of. Go ahead if you
The
have.
dredge project?
Yeah.
The sediment from the river will be placed on barges in the river and taken out to Lake Erie. They will motor down Lake Erie along the shoreline to where the dredge site is, and it will be offloaded from the barge overland to the dredge site, which is very close to the shoreline, and it'll be done through a pipe.
Okay, I just want, who's going to do all that? What control that facility there, or whatever may it be?
I believe, well, Kurtz Brothers is going to own the property and the site and handle the dredging, so it's a private company.
Oh, private company.
It is heavily regulated by the EPA.
Okay. All right. I just want to know a little more about it when I go to the county meeting. I'll talk to them about it and see what's going on. I just wanted to ask. So, and also I want to thank you for getting us the extra deputies again. And, you know, I've said this before, and Mike will know, I've said this at the commissioner meeting, you know, for law enforcement, law enforcement takes three entities: the sheriff's department, the prosecutor's office, and I'm talking at the county level, and the county judges. If something drops amongst any of the three, something may not happen. So we're very fortunate here in Lake County that we are able to enforce our laws fairly and impartially and so forth. And we have a great sheriff, we've got a great prosecutor, and we have good judges here in the county. And I just want to thank them for what they do. And I want to thank you for giving us the extra deputies. And probably as Painesville Township keeps growing, we may need more. So hopefully let's be reasonable. I mean, things don't look too good right now as far as law and order. You see all these stories, and I go to the Lake County Narcotics website, and you read this and read that. And these are things you never hear, but these are actually what actually happens. And I will say this, our sheriff is very transparent. He talks at the county meetings and everything, and he really, as everybody should know what's going on in our county. let everybody know.
Sure.
So I just wanted to thank you, and I want to thank our law enforcement for doing what they do. But, okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Any new business from the floor? Hearing none, move on. Lake County Sheriff's Office.
Morning.
Morning.
For the month of March 2022, the Sheriff's Office responded to 1,381 calls for service. Of those incidents, 6 were injury accidents, 4 were property damage accidents. The arrests that were conducted in the townships, 1 adult female for possession of methamphetamine, another female for possession of drugs, a juvenile female for domestic violence, juvenile male for assault against a teacher, juvenile female for domestic violence and menacing, adult male for OVI, another adult female for possession of cocaine and heroin, juvenile male for theft, and then 3 juvenile males for disorderly conduct out of the Riverside High School, adult male for theft, adult male for obstructing official business, an adult male for theft, and adult male for criminal damaging. 50 alarms, 30 citations for traffic violations were issued, 266 warnings for traffic violations were issued. Limited, just a snapshot of some of the calls, 25 disturbances, 16 domestic violences that did not conclude with an arrest, and 82 suspicious circumstances, vehicles, and persons. And that was for March.
So while the school system's obviously outside our purview, the high school is in Painesville Township, and, you know, I get asked a lot because of the recent increase, it seems, at least it's said this way, that there's an increase in fights and those type of things. Have you guys been involved at all with this school to help?
Oh,
curb-
absolutely. So, our school resource officer, Deputy Rowland, is extremely proactive. We have 2 part-timers also that are working out of the school. One is at the security desk, and then since there's been an uptick in incidents, we have the other part-timer working as a rover through the school.
Okay.
So that has mitigated a lot of the issues, and we're actually prosecuting more now because the school has been limited on how they can issue suspensions and other criteria because of state regulations and school board regulations. So it's gotten around, and the good kids, which is the majority of them, actually are very supportive and thankful that things have been more under control.
Okay, good. Thanks. Department reports. Service Department?
I have nothing to add, Mr. Chairman.
Nothing to add. Fire Department?
Okay, just
Briefly, we had 2 significant fires this week. One was a storage barn on Bellevue. It was caused by improper disposal of fireplace ashes. And then the second one was a attached garage fire, luckily, on Morgan Drive. Luckily, it didn't extend into the house. It was contained to the garage. And that was, again, improper disposal of smoking materials. So, yeah, that was it.
Okay, thanks. Zoning? Nothing to add. Legal is working another issue for the township. Administrator?
I have no report today, Mr. Chairman, but I would like to welcome Tony Zampedro to the township. Tony started yesterday. As you know, I will be retiring in May, and Tony is taking the position over. So we started yesterday, so we'll have a month to work together for a smooth transition.
Okay, good. Thanks. Fiscal Officer?
I'm not anything at this time.
Okay. Trustees, I need a motion to request a resolution to approve a purchase from NPI Systems for a new sound system in the amount of $10,169.74 that will be paid out of the American Rescue Fund for live streaming for all meetings.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment to Cerny Motors in the amount of $3,305.26 for hydraulic cylinders for the service department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment to University Hospitals Occupational Health in the amount of $4,079 for physicals for the fire department.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment to Osborne Inc. in the amount of $3,040.25 for road materials.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So this is a read-only, motion request by resolution, the Board of Trustees, Painesville Township establishing a limited home rule government for Painesville Township, Ohio, in the accordance with and pursuant to Chapter 504 of the Ohio Revised Code. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, that's
That's
the
the first reading. First reading. Next, I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text change to Section 8 of the Painesville Township zoning resolution case, known as Case 2022-0005-ZC, and to set a public hearing date of May 3rd, 2022 at 7:30 PM.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text changes to Section 9 of the Painesville Township zoning resolution known as Case 2022-0006-ZC, and set a public hearing for the date of May 3rd, 2022, immediately following Case 2022-0005-ZC at 7:30 PM.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed zoning map change of 17 parcels along Menor Avenue between Chatham and North Dome, known as zoning case 2022-0007-ZC, and to set a public hearing date of May 3rd, 2022, immediately following zoning case 2022-0006-ZC.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text change to Section 22 of the Painesville Township zoning resolution known as Case 2022-0008-ZC, and to set public hearing date of May 3rd, 2022, immediately following Case 2022-0007-ZC.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text change to Section 25 of the Painesville Township zoning resolution known as Case 2022-0009-ZC, and to set a public hearing date of May 3rd, 2022, immediately following Case 2022-0008-ZC.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trustees, anything else? Motion to adjourn at 11:14.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.